the defense has to have, basically they have to have an answer for a couple of guys, Julian Edelman and Cam Newton. We're going to get to Edelman in a minute, but let's start with Cam Newton. If you were Robert Saleh, what would your principles be? What would your game plan be? What would your strategy be for stopping Cam? Who starts?
I'll go ahead and start.
Sure.
Thinking about this one a little bit. You know, if I was going against Newton this week, I'm not gonna be doing anything fancy with my front. I'm gonna really try to keep my guys in their passing lanes.
Agree.
And force him to stay in the pocket.
Yeah.
And just play defense behind it. Because I think if they can do that and be able to still stop the running game with Newton, they're going to be okay. Because that's what really is concerning with Newton is his ability to be a power runner.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Okay. I think the best way to combat Newton is just have Dre Greenlaw in there more. If Quan Alexander is able to go, Greenlaw needs to be that second linebacker, hands down. I think Greenlaw plays the read a little bit better, but also Cam is a very good scrambler. He has 7 scrambles of over 12 yards this year when he was dropping back to pass. That's a big way to extend the drive. They need at least Greenlaw within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage on every pass play on zone defense, just to combat that. They can't let Cam get into space like Jack said, because that's how the Patriots will win.
Yep. Check out the stats on Maverick. That was a good stat. I like that stat. Came loaded into the fight. What's up, Leo?
Well, how do I compete with that?
You got to have stats ready if you want to compete with Maverick. Stepping the bar up for everyone.
Got it.
All right. What's up?
So the reason why we praise Greenlaw so much is because his sure tackling as well as his tackling angles. And I think the angles is what's going to be key with spying on Cam Newton. Normally, I would say Marcel Harris because this New England Patriots receiving core is just so weak that, sure, yeah, I'll rather have the safety, and I'm comfortable keeping Greenlaw in coverage. But I don't trust Marcel Harris tackling as well as his angles. Greenlaw is kind of a sure thing, so I'm going to go ahead and keep Fred Warner, who's clearly the better coverage linebacker. With Cam Newton's inaccuracy, I think that bodes well to possibly get an interception because they do like running their offense through the middle. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be Greenlaw. You have to spy Cam Newton with Greenlaw.
Okay. You guys, look, I'm going to talk about a quarterback spy in a minute. But I was watching the Patriots all week, and what's interesting about them is they don't want to throw. From what I see, they want to run the ball as much as possible, and their number one runner is Cam. Like, he will lead them in carries in this game on Sunday. So that's very unique. In that sense, they're kind of like the Ravens, although I think the Ravens actually would be more – I think the Patriots would want to throw even less than the Ravens. I mean, the Patriots, if they could run the ball 50 times, would be happy to do it. So the Niners have to have a plan to stop an 11-on-11 run game. They kind of have to ditch the wide nine. Like, it's not built for this. They need to come in with the same scheme they had against Baltimore last year, 5 across the front, assignment football, everyone ready to stop the run, first and foremost. If they can do – and they did a good job against that, of doing that against the Ravens, so they've been prepared. If they can take care of that and be respectable against this Patriots run game, which I think is just fantastic. It has everything. And force the Patriots to pass, then they just need to, which you talk about all the time, keep Cam in the pocket. They have to. And what I saw from Cam, he likes to throw, but he doesn't have that many weapons. He has Julian Edelman, and that's about it. So on this team, on third down, it almost like his first read is the tackles and the ends. If he sees either defensive end get past him, he's out. He's taking that B gap and he's going. So there's 2 things you could do. You could contain him and make him pass, and I think that works because he's so inaccurate that if you get him in a quarterback pocket passing contest with Jimmy Garoppolo, the Niners win. But also to switch it up, you can like give him the B gap and then have Fred Warner spying him and sort of like bait him into running out and then have Fred Warner go get him. Because to me, Fred Warner isn't fast enough to spy Kyler Murray or even Lamar Jackson, but he is fast enough to spy Cam Newton. I think he could kick Cam Newton's ass. So I want to see that. And I think I was just watching, like, if you watch Cam Newton drop back on third down, if Julian Edelman isn't there, he's bolting through the B gap. Give it to him and let Fred Warner hit him a few times, and we'll see how daring he is the rest of the game. That's the way I see it. But I'm not a coach. But I should be. Niners still owe me a nickel for all the good ideas I've given him. Hasn't gotten here. I don't understand that. Anyway, I mean, we can leave a tip right here. It's so easy. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.